What's up, y'all? Welcome to MVP. Thank you for coming back for another week of shenanigans with us. I am Shiloh, aka I'm Sour Patch Kid right now for sure.
Oh, damn. I'm Chelsea, aka the Stick Up Kid. How y'all doing? Glad that y'all are here with us.
It's time for Queer Cheers. Woo woo. All right, so our Queer Cheers is going out to Miss Denise Davis, the one and only. If you don't know her, get to know her. She is Issa Rae's right-hand producing partner. And the reason we're highlighting her this week is because she came out with, she's a known producer now. She has a feature under her belt besides Insecure. She and Awkward Black Girl is where she really started with Issa, but she did One of Them Days. She was a producer on that feature, and we love that. And guess what? They're coming out with a sequel. Ooh, it's in the works.
I love it. Another one of them days, because it do be another one of them days.
Okay, bitch. And I want them to have what Friday had, you know? They should be franchised like that. I think it's going to be great. But she came out with something really dope because producing is not something you hear a lot about or how to do, or a lot of people even know what they do. But she came out with a workshop, an online workshop this summer called the Producing Playbook. And she is trying, this is for aspiring producers. You can go to www.theproducingplaybook.com, and what she's trying to do is show you the sides of Hollywood and how a producer functions, the different types of producing, how to develop, pitch, sell your project, pre-production, production, post-production, distribution, and marketing. And for me, that education, access to things that are usually gate kept.
Yeah.
She's trying to give people the keys. How do you become a producer? What do we do? Because a lot of times we don't see ourselves in these positions.
Yeah.
So shout out to the Denise Davis.
Shout out, Denise. Thank you.
Queer cheers to you.
Queer cheers.
Vibe check.
Yo.
Bitch.
Why is this week so raggedy?
This week, baby, Gemini season is running me ragged.
Last week you was activated.
Baby, activated and still activated, but ran ragged. I am running myself ragged through the streets.
How is
literally running myself ragged?
Right. How is the running going? What's the update?
Well, as you can see, I am sitting here in all this Nike gear.
Yeah, you look like you just been running.
Yeah, I missed the run. That's how raggedy life has been. I missed the run. I was supposed to meet everybody. First of all, we had to go pick up all our stuff, our bibs, all of that.
Right. Because it's Saturday.
It's Saturday, bitch. It's in 1 day and some hours.
Oh,
okay,
shit.
I'm about to run this 13 miles, and I'm excited. I feel confident, and I'm just gonna run my own race. You know.
You're not competing with anybody but yourself.
That's real talk. Like real talk is. Y'all can have them 8 mile paces.
Go
baby.
on now. I'll see y'all
baby.
at the finish line.
Bye. That good. I love that for you, but that's not that's not my race, you know? So yeah, we had to go pick up our bibs. You know, Nike had this huge activation at the Grove.
Dope.
It was chaos. It was a madhouse. I was like, how the fuck do I get out of here? Got a couple things. I got a Nike After Dark Run Tour shirt customized. It's cute stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I had to go back there to meet my tennis club who I'm running with. And the traffic was stupid.
So you went to the Grove twice?
Twice in 1 day. Shoot me. I never go to the Grove.
Yeah,
I actually sidestepped the Grove altogether. People tell me the Grove. I say no, thank you.
Right. That part.
No, thank you.
That part.
I actually rather go to City Walk. City Walk has it. It's an easier
There's
access.
space.
There's space. The Grove is just too
You're
much.
sidestepping people. They walking like they ain't never walked nowhere before.
Exactly.
Oh,
Get me out of here. Even the Americana isn't that bad. And I know it's the same people that made the Americana that made the Grove. And it's like the Americana doesn't feel like the Grove.
Yeah.
The Grove is just no thank you.
Yeah.
Get me out of here. So the fact that I had to go there twice today, I was already felt some type of way. But then the traffic, then the parking garage situation is atrocious. And something told me, I was like, why the fuck are you parking in a parking garage the second time around? You didn't do it the first time around. Why'd you do it the second time around? Anyway, I missed the run. By the time I got there,
After all of that,
because it was like the shakeout run to shake out the nerves, and you know get
Yeah.
encouragement. You run with all the people. And
Yeah.
I'm not even looking forward to running with a bunch of people though. That's the crazy part. So I was kind of like, okay, I'm gonna go get a run in after this recording, which is crazy. I'm gonna go do a little recovery run in my friend's apartment, who has a little treadmill, a little gym. Just to kind of, I haven't ran since I ran the 7 miles on Sunday.
Yeah.
Just because life has been lifing.
Yeah.
I've been out in the streets because Gemini season.
Right.
So
Right.
I'm putting a little fun and pleasure before work, and it's starting to catch up. You know, like when you're like, ooh, I gotta catch up at some point. You
Right.
know?
You gotta
I was
take
just
your
like,
rest. You gotta take your rest.
You gotta take your rest.
But you gotta have those moments of joy
and you
too.
need balance,
Yeah.
right? So. It's been fun. I've been out in the streets. But I feel like this is Gemini season every time. It's like where you find the balance, girl. Find the balance, because maybe we'll get gone with the wind. Okay?
Right.
But yeah. So I'm excited. I got a bunch of free gear. It's gonna be a fun run. I'm just trying to get everything that I need, last minute. I don't want to switch up too many things though.
But you got your electrolytes.
Yeah,
and
I have all that. I have my headphones. I have my clothes that I'm gonna wear, because I actually don't think I want to run in new shit. Because it's like I want to run in what I've been running.
Yeah, because you don't know how it's gonna work out. It's
Exactly.
like we're not doing
And
test and trial runs here.
No, not on the day
Yeah,
of.
yeah.
So I'm just gonna stick with what I've been running and wearing, and yeah. So it's
here.
It's
It is
here.
finally here. That's crazy.
It's
here now.
I started this journey when we started this podcast, so it's really full circle for all of this to culminate, like kind of on my birthday,
Yeah.
and like in my season,
Yeah.
and, to have started this podcast. What we say, back in Pisces season we started this.
Yeah.
We gave birth to a Pisces.
Yeah, for real.
So, but like the run, all of that, it all kind of started at the same time. So to see this flourish, be getting listener letters, to see what running has done to me physically, spiritually, emotionally, it's really transformative. And I'm trying to take it all in and process it and be present, you know, without getting too far ahead of like I'm saying, like the balance and worrying about all the other balls I have in the air juggling, like I'm just trying to stay as present as I can.
Stay present. It's harder to do, but you're doing a good job. She walked in here tonight, y'all. I was like, oh shit. She got her little gear on.
Because I
looking
thought I was gonna
fit,
run.
ready.
I
Good
do
job,
look like
Shy.
a different person. It's crazy. I feel like a different person.
Dope.
Like it's been transformative
Dope.
in that way.
Love that for you. Love that for you.
Yeah.
This week been a little raggedy though.
Why is it raggedy for
I
you,
feel
friend?
like I've been tired for 4 days, and I've slept
like
in
work-
between.
Yeah, but work has. But you also
It's
put in a bunch
been-
of days to get this weekend
I
off.
sure did. It was like
So-
back to back to
and I
back.
appreciate that, friend.
Oh, I
for my
love you. That's
birthday
love.
weekend.
That's
Yeah,
love.
I appreciate that.
That's love. But I think what I do and talking and exerting yourself from a social standpoint daily. And then this week was about visits. So then it was like dinners after work, and it's still work. And so I think just it all caught up to me. And I'm so glad I'm off tomorrow.
I'm glad for you.
It's like, happy Friday. But it's like, I'm tired. And I'm going to be tired tomorrow.
Yeah, you gonna sleep though.
Shit.
Rest up.
I am. And it's going to be
You
lit.
just gonna be in your
It's
house,
going to be
right?
lit.
You just gonna be in your house?
I'm trying to be out in these streets.
You trying to be out in the streets?
I'm trying to be out in these
tomorrow?
streets. I'm trying to be out in these streets. I'm
Oh.
trying to do something.
Do
I'm
we
trying to
wanna
be
hit
cute.
Northern's for dinner?
Yes, trying to get my hair did
There's
and
something
all
going on
these
tonight
things.
too.
Listen, I'm out. We out. Well, you gotta run tonight.
But it's just a little recovery run.
Okay.
I'll probably run like 40 minutes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm
little
down. I'm
easy.
down.
You
I'm
down? You sure? After we just talked about how
I'm
tired
down.
we were.
Because
Look at us.
you always
Look
get a
at
second
us.
win. Like when you want to do something, your body be like, all right, bitch, let's go.
We on the guest
Let's
list
go.
too. So
Let's go.
It's
'Cause we can't be- we
Rose
can't
God
be-
is DJing. So
That's what's up. We can't be old. So I'm excited about this weekend. I'm excited about the sunshine. We're gonna have good weather this weekend.
yeah, we are.
It's your birthday this weekend, so we're gonna celebrate you this weekend.
I'm
So
excited.
what we doing? We doing everyday people.
Yeah, we doing everyday people. I got to figure out what I'm doing. I was thinking spa, but then I'm like, I need a
You might need one after the run.
I need a place that has a cold plunge that I can switch
doesn't sound
between
fun.
sauna and cold plunge.
Yeah.
If I can find a spot that has both of those things, then maybe that.
Okay.
Or
Okay.
maybe I just go to a place that has the cold plunge and the sauna and just do that so that I can have myself right for everyday people.
Good Lord. Man.
Maybe get some brunch, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that for you.
Who we was talking about? K1? You said that's how you say her name?
Yeah.
She releasing something on the 20th. I think it might be an album.
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm looking forward to
Yeah,
that.
me too.
Because every song she's put out has hit.
Me too. That'll stay in
Fucks
rotation.
with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I fucks with her. I'm glad she getting her due.
Wait a minute.
Huh.
Happy Pride, y'all.
Happy fucking
Yo,
Pride!
happy
We're
Pride.
First of all, it's Pride Month. We've done already said it to each other, so we
Yes.
forgot we haven't said it on here. 'cause it
Yes,
wasn't
happy
Month
Pride.
yet.
It's a kickoff.
It is, yo.
It's a kickoff.
Yo, they have made
The
Niecy
Rainbows is
Nash
out.
and Jessica Betts the ambassador of all things gay now. It is
Okay.
so hilarious how many events they are ambassadors for.
Good for them, though.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm here for Black, queer, married, out here.
We love to
killing
see
I
it.
love it.
We love to see it.
I love it.
Okay, so they the ambassadors. They the presidents.
They are.
Okay, we'll take it.
I love it.
We
We're gonna
got-
do any Pride events. My birthday always falls during Pride weekend. Like
Yeah.
last weekend was WeHo
WeHo,
Pride.
mhm.
I didn't really get to any WeHo Pride events because I was
Yeah.
working and doing all the things. So actually Sunday I had like two things that I was gonna go to Counterculture's picnic. I was
And
gonna go to
karaoke.
Sapphic sing along.
Yep.
And they looked like they both had a good
I
fucking
know.
time.
They did.
And I told you I struggle with FOMO. I was like, motherfucker, but
I wasn't there.
I had to run and I had to get in. I just had stuff to do.
And you were under the weather.
Yes.
So there was
all of
that. So
all of that. All of that. all of
COVID, I
that.
heard, is going around
I
again.
actually ran that 7 miles when I didn't feel good. That's crazy. But I had to because it was like, when else am I going to
Commitment. That's commitment right
baby.
there. Because no thank you. No thank you.
Yo, we have to talk about this real quick. This relationship breakup. This
Why are they
relationship-
fighting online?
Baby, the popcorn. Get the popcorn.
The way they broke up.
It's sad that this is the state of our presidency.
And we're involved.
It is a telenovela.
I want out of the group chat.
I want out, baby. I'm leaving the conversation.
I'm trying to remove myself from the chat. And
Bitch, what are we talking about? Big body. You built like a Cybertruck? Like what? Like what's happening?
they're so petty now. They're
like
so petty.
And then I saw Elon was like, "Oh, y'all want to know why they really dropping tea on each other? Like they are really leaving iOS press releases.
Like it's so crazy.
It's
It's so
X Press
insane.
releases.
They're both mad. They're both bitter.
Actually mad like a dog. Like they're mad in the head. Like they need to put down. They need to be put down like Old Yeller. That's what needs to happen. They need to be put down because they are both out of their minds. One's clearly on drugs. The other one is fucking sundown.
The other one look like he on drugs.
He is a old man that has Alzheimer's and he's sundowning every time we see him. So it's like between the two of y'all both need to be put down.
For
like,
real.
Y'all are old yellers.
And it affects us. The fact that we have to be caught up in this.
They're running our whole fucking country. That's how you know we're a joke. Like this is a joke now.
I want out. Get me out of here.
Oh my God.
Oh.
I couldn't when he said, "Oh, the reason why the Epstein files haven't been released is because he's on them." He said he's
part
in
of,
them.
part of that criminal activity.
Boom. Like he's dropping it. Like
he said, save the tweet, y'all, because all the truth about to come out. It's like, okay,
what are we doing?
What are we doing?
This is nuts. This is so nuts. And after he lets a bunch of white Afrikaners come into the country. What?
Did he start giving out his $5 million
to Alabama? No. So I feel so bad for the black people in Alabama because now not only do they have the racist white people, Southern racist white people, they have the South African racist white people.
It's all just wake me up when it's over.
Did you hear that Tamar Braxton revealed she's on PrEP?
Yeah, that was like a. Wait, okay, so what's
I
going
said,
on with that?
okay.
Because that is.
Does she live in Atlanta? She's scared she fucking with DL men? Like I'm confused. What
Are you just.
are you be okay? I mean, I'm not mad at it because the statistic is that black women have one of the highest rates of HIV.
Did she announce it? Is she
It
making
was
an
on TS.
announcement?
I think it was on. Was it on the Neely Lee show or is TS Madison show? I don't know. But I mean, I'm not mad at it because they try to make it seem like that it is just gay men who need to be on PrEP, but it's like, I mean,
Yeah.
HIV goes around, baby.
Yeah.
And heterosexual
100%.
sex.
It's not
The
just
only-
that community.
The ones that are is us.
Right.
We the least likely, okay, in our sexual exploits.
Thank God.
Thank God.
Thank God.
We are the cleanest over here, baby. We don't. We can transmit now. Don't get it twisted. We can transmit things, but we just don't get it the same
No,
way.
no.
Our
But
straps
good for
are
her.
clean. Our straps ain't got nothing coming out of it.
Good for her. Go Tamar. Do what you got to do to protect yourself. She always
No,
doing something.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
Do what you got to do to protect yourself,
I was
mama.
just like, oh, okay.
We here for it.
Get on it.
Oh, Lord.
Man.
What else is going on?
Coco Gauff is out here killing shit at Rambling, what you call it, Golden Garros.
Who?
Garros, the tennis court. Roland Garros. I should know
I
this
don't know
because
what
I'm
you're
in a
talking
tennis
about.
club. But she out here killing it. Just know that Coco Gauff is killing it.
Okay, shout out.
Okay, so I've never followed JoJo Siwa. I never followed her. I never really
Well,
I just remember her dancing that horrible dance and it going viral. That's all I really know of her. I didn't ever watch whatever show she
I
did.
don't know anything about this woman either, but I do remember some comments coming up a couple of weeks ago because she was on Big Brother and was developing some sort of relationship, but she had a girlfriend, and everybody was kind of seeing this play out on live TV. And that's just, I feel like that's one of the first times that I was like, oh, I know her name, but I don't know who she is. So now fast forward, after she denied, right? So now fast forward, and we waking up to pictures of her and her boo.
More news that we didn't
ask for.
Didn't ask for.
Waking up in his arms, laid up, talking about.
When I'm in your arms.
Who talking about? She dropping the L from her identity, y'all. So she ain't no lesbian no more. She dropping the L, she said, and she picking up the Q.
It's okay.
She's not a
girl.
lesbian. She's
Bye.
queer.
It's fine.
So
Let her do
and you know what? I don't care. But you know what? What really rubbed me the wrong way is she made a statement. I can't say what people do. She made a statement and she was like, I'm really in love and just head over heels, some shit. And it's just going so great as we're developing, blah 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 blah. And it's fine. That's your statement. And she was like, and he feels the same way. I'm thinking, how you know how he feel? How you know he feel all of that? Word for word, he feel all of that. Girl, sit down.
Y'all just met each other in the Big Brother
And he
house.
feels the exact same way, does he?
Y'all just met each other in the Big Brother house.
I don't care. But child. Which just has me thinking now. We do, people are making comments and people do really feel some sort of way that you identified as one thing. And now you want to identify as something
another.
else. And some of us act like you can't do that. And you can.
You can.
You absolutely can.
You can.
So why everybody got a problem with it? I don't give a damn about JoJo, so I damn sure don't care. It's just what I wake up to in the morning. I said, what is going on my phone? JoJo, Siwa.
And baby, I do not care about you hooked up with your boo, and it ain't gotta be. Again,
Who took the picture?
We don't need an iOS.
Who took the picture of
press
y'all hugged
release.
up?
Right, Big Brother. You know they got cameras everywhere. No, they got cameras everywhere.
Oh, was that in the Big Brother house?
I think so. Was it? I don't know enough, and I don't care enough.
I think she closed her eyes and acted like she was
Or
sleeping.
is
Took
the
a
Big
picture of
Brother still
herself.
going on? Wait, is Queer Ultimatum out?
No, end of the month,
The end of the month. Okay.
June 24th or something.
But yeah, I think this whole idea about identity and labels
Mm-hmm.
and all of that.
It's a convo.
It's a convo.
So you want to talk about it?
Yeah, let's talk about it.
Topic of the week.
We are not professionals, but in fact, regular OG lesbians with life experience who are trying our best to grow and put emotional maturity, vulnerability, and consideration of others at the forefront of our actions. Listen to us at your own risk, because who gave these hoes mics? Okay, so let me start here. Now, Hinge said there's a new date report that highlights the rise of label fluid dating. And they said that daters are over being boxed in. They're prioritizing chemistry, emotional connection, and shared energy over rigid identity categories.
Okay.
That is what the Hinge Labs team uncovered in their third annual Data Advice Trends and Expertise report that they did, surveying more than 14,000 LGBTQ plus I people.
Okay. Fair. You know, you still have the standard dating site categories, but now, because it's still so standard, it's like, no. Let me let you know all the things that I might be. And you got to really be able to decode these acronyms because, baby, there's a lot. There is a lot. I remember when I first went on and people were looking for unicorns. I said, what the hell?
That's how this whole podcast idea started, because like we told y'all, we will stand in our own doorways of our apartments when we shared an apartment together. She'd be in her doorway, I'd be in my doorway. And we would be like, what you doing? And just have a conversation. What's the, like, she'd tell me she on a dating site, and she was like, bitch, why it says unicorn in the bio? Like, looking for a unicorn.
I thought I was cute. I might be a unicorn.
And she got hit up. They was looking for her, baby. They thought she was a unicorn.
But
Tell me what a unicorn is.
A unicorn is someone to join a relationship that already exists as their third. And it's not necessarily for a threesome. It's like, really come and join this party. But the thing
is it to be consistent or just come in and out? I feel like unicorn gives like, I'm here, then I'm not here. I'm fantasy, then I'm not here.
You know what?
It's magical, mystical.
Really need to look into that, because I think it's about cis couples looking for their, like,
usually another woman, probably.
Of course. Looking for another woman to join. So maybe it is a one-time thing. Maybe it is consistent. Either way, I don't want no parts of it, because Shorty tried to scam me. Okay, first of all, Shorty was fly. We started talking. We both swiped. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, so we having good conversation. I'm like, oh, this is good. This feels good. This feels right. And this went on. We were having conversation for a little bit, because I was also first on. I didn't know when to cut the conversation short and just we meeting up for coffee.
Chelsea never know when to cut the conversation short. I just want y'all to know that.
I do a better job at that. Okay. But you're right. I don't know how to get out of conversations.
She becomes retail Chelsea.
I do.
Real quick, and she will sit
you gotta
and
save
talk
me.
to somebody for 30, 40 minutes.
4 hours. 4
and
hours.
Get their phone number and act like she's their best friend, and then come over to me after she walks away from them. I'm gonna call that girl. And like, I'll be like, Chelsea, why did you just
I'm good with small talk.
That?
I'm good with small talk. It's a skill. It's an art form.
Skill, and I ain't got it.
It's an art form. So here we go. We getting ready to meet up, right? And she hits me with the by the way. I'm married. You what? Huh? You what? How long we been on the motherfucker? Looking for a damn unicorn. Y'all out here hunting unicorns.
They is.
She almost got me.
She did.
She almost got me.
You, baby. You put that horn
Girl,
right on your
block.
head.
But that's when I first discovered. I said, "Oh, I gotta ask different kind of questions now," because I thought
the labels are different out here.
Are you looking for something casual or long term or serious?
I
thought that was it.
We ain't got no labels, but now we got some new labels that I ain't.
And you got to know what they are.
You got to know what they are. I'm so glad I'm not on no dating site. But
don't come. It's trash. I'm about to exit stage left any minute. It's trash every time I swipe. And I say I want a certain kind of nationality. You know, every time you give me 2, 3 on one I'm looking for, and then the 92 next ones be not what I said.
That was my problem with Raya. I said, baby, I can't be swiping. Like, for days, I would swipe and maybe see
Finger hurts.
one. I said, baby, I'm getting 1 month. 1 month only.
Give me my money back. I don't want none of it.
That's all.
So, child, these all these acronyms. So you got to know the acronyms.
I don't know. What's the acronyms, child?
We're going to play a little game later.
Oh.
But
Okay.
But I think the easiest ones that come up are like ENM, ethically non-monogamous.
Which I've heard a lot about.
Yeah, a lot of people have ENM on their profile. A lot of people. So, you know, if you're looking for something long-term, baby, that's
I know.
It's not going to be for you.
I think Jerry Johnson has been ethically non-monogamous. She's put that out there, but she's engaged now. But she had said something that was interesting about she has like a book on like what the kind of stipulations
like
are.
rules.
Like rules, yeah. Like not a book, but like, yeah, she has it listed of like what her rules are, and this is how I go about it, so that somebody can look at it and be like, they either want to fuck with it or they don't. Chelsea liked that. A big ass smile just came on Chelsea's face. First of all,
I mean, I like to know what the
parameters are.
The parameters. What colors? How many lines is this? What we coloring in the lines, outside of the lines?
Right. And I think that's mature. I think that is emotionally mature.
I think it is, and also they're not cheating. They're ethically.
That's the whole point. That's the ethical in the
part
non-monogamy part.
Which is different from being poly.
Right. Because and it depends. Are you talking like polyamorous, which means I can love a bunch of people? That don't necessarily mean. That doesn't necessarily mean you're committing to.
Exactly. Then there's the open relationship. So you kind of do have to have rules, because it's like, what part of the non-monogamy are you following?
And are we on the same page? Because that's where things get real fucked up.
Yeah. It gets somebody, you know what it is? Somebody gonna get their feelings hurt. That's what it is. One person is gonna get their feelings hurt.
I feel like that's just how that's gonna go. Now, a lot of people who walk that line and live that life, they'll be like, you just don't know enough, and you're not open-minded enough. And I'm probably not. I'm probably not. I know myself, and it ain't even on some like I can't be mature enough. I just like my person to be my person.
Yeah.
Like I want to go through life with someone that can live life with me, that we can do life.
Yeah.
I feel like that's already enough to like, that relationship in itself takes up so much that I don't feel like I would have it for a whole nother person.
Yeah. The space for it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and some people do. Somebody gonna get hurt though.
No, I feel like somebody gonna end up getting hurt. Somebody ends up getting hurt in that situation. Y'all just can't tell me otherwise.
And I want to know which one it's gonna be. It ain't gonna be me though, cause I ain't doing it. Then you got.
You're funny because.
What? Drop it.
You remember worship? You want people to worship you?
Okay, first of all, we had this conversation already.
We did.
But we can. Let me clarify.
Are you now
I
claiming
said that I
are
think
you
I
labeling
could.
yourself as monogamous, Chelsea?
Yes.
Oh, interesting.
I always have. I can't stand you. First of all, to be clear, I always have. I said I think I could be poly. I think that could be something I explore.
But you don't want to.
But my stipulations, my rule book would be, you can't date nobody else.
She's Neo, y'all.
And that's not fair.
Neo.
That's not fair to somebody.
At least, she's not Neo because she recognizes that's not fair.
I know that's not fair. You also have people are labeling themselves heteroflexible, bi-curious, not necessarily bisexual. So they're also putting out there kind of like where they're at in there.
Yeah, I think that's what that means. I like if
Journey.
you look at it as a spectrum, like and it's like a little slider, like a fader, that goes from one side to the other and just slides. I feel like bi-curious is people dipping their toes in the water that would have normally said they were solely heterosexual, which I like that people are starting to explore more and see it as more fluid. I'm seeing more men identify as bisexual and more women allowing for that that would maybe identify as heterosexual themselves. And I heard somebody say randomly, they was like, oh, I only want to fuck with bi men. I said, oh, I love that for the bi men because they should be able to get it the same way these bi women get it. Because baby, the way the bi women get to dip and dabble in both worlds just freely, and it ain't nothing. But you know what? I've heard people say that I've heard a couple bi women say that when they have been in full blown relationships with women, and they try to go back to men, and they're transparent, they've had issues with those men who look at them differently, and they're probably homophobic a little bit, but or a lot of it, but they're also like insecure, which is interesting because us lesbians who be dealing with some bi girls or bi curious girls, sometimes we can get a little insecure because it's like, oh, but I think it's interesting to see men get insecure with that because they have the upper hand. Like heteronormativity is what's widely accepted in the world and in society. Whereas with us, it's like when that bi woman or that bi curious woman goes back to a man, you feel some type of way because it's like, oh, you just get to go back and be in the privileged population.
Yep.
So I think there's that whole thing. But I just thought that was interesting because I was like, oh, that's different.
Yeah.
That's different. I've never been in a room with like a straight woman saying like, oh, I like to fuck with bi men. Like, I like bi men. They're usually more open-minded. They're usually more confident in themselves. And I was like, that's real.
Yeah.
That's real.
I really feel like when you are on these sites, like it kind of is like everything else where people try to put their best foot forward and yada yada yada, but I think it really is the time for you to actually really be honest about what the fuck it is that you're looking for and what you will and will not fuck with, because you will find people that want to be like, oh, I want to fuck with you bi curious, or oh, I want to I do want to be a unicorn. I want to see what that's like. So you really have to be, I think, honest about what it is that you're looking for.
And more people are saying pansexual. Like Wayne Brady just came out talking. He's been out a little bit now and said that pansexual is what he feels like he identifies best with. Which you're open to connection with any presenting identity.
Okay.
And I love that.
There's another one, GGG, good giving game.
What?
Meaning you just listen.
Oh, good giving game.
Good.
Like you like to give. You
good
a giver.
Giving game. You are.
You say I just want to give, baby.
Or you just down with whatever. You might just be down to explore.
Oh.
Good giving and game.
You looking for a GGG? You looking for the triple G?
I mean, that sounds fun.
It does sound kind of fun.
That sounds like a good time.
That does sound kind of fun.
Depending on what site that sounds like a good time. So,
I just like that people are becoming more fluid, like in their identities and their sexualities.
Yeah.
It's you start to see like we have come a bit of a way because even us in the community, we can get stuck in our ways. Like there's this whole thing about unstudying. Like there is a there's a mass shortage.
Yes.
Stud. Now a lot of us say mass presenting. We don't identify as stud. Stud was seen as like a bull dagger, what you would call back in the day, like real like masculine, real like almost would be a trans man, but without the steroids and all of the medical things that go with that now, the gender affirming care that goes with that now. I feel like some studs would have been trans men back in the day if they had the access to the gender affirming care.
For sure.
So I think it's interesting they're saying people are starting to unstud. and there's this unstudying, but a lot of them were talking about studs going back to the church.
Yeah.
And then
You know, it's interesting because
and saying I'm delivered and I'm not gay no more.
Yeah, and you know, what's that about? But
Right.
when I was
Whole nother
younger,
topic.
huh?
Whole nother topic.
Yeah. When I was younger, I had I think it's 3 now that I can count. 2 very religious friends, but who, I used to rip and run with at the clubs. I used to, I mean,
At the gay club.
yes. One was like my very first kiss, my very first, lots of things. And I remember feeling something when, one by one, eventually, they were like, I don't fuck with women no more. I'm not fucking with women no more. And one was like, because God doesn't want me to, and I'm going back to church. And they never treated, me differently, but I remember feeling like a way about it.
Because they are, in a way, saying that you're damned.
I think
Yeah.
I think as much as I was like, you do whatever, you know what I'm saying? I think my mind, because we were also very close, I think my mind was like, so you're just not attracted to women no more? It's like, wait, what? And we're not going to have a conversation about it, so we're just going to act like the
It
last
never
7 years
happened.
of our friendship didn't happen. We're
Yeah.
going to act like that other thing
Yeah.
didn't happen. Like,
Yeah.
it just, I think for me was like, I don't know. I kind of felt a little bit like betrayed, I guess, a little bit.
Yeah.
They stopped asking things about that part of my life, and it started
Or
to
your partner, or
my
they don't
girlfriends.
even-
It just started to
it's
feel
now
like
you don't exist.
those
You're
topics were off
invisible.
limits.
Yeah.
I existed if we didn't talk about those things. And I think the more that I realized that they were uncomfortable, it made me uncomfortable, and distance was created. And so it's just do you? But I just remember early on, I was kind of like,
That's my thing. Like, we're talking about being able to move fluidly,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So if you want to move fluidly back to being, or now you're heterosexual and that's what you identify as, do you, baby? Look, do I wholeheartedly believe it?
Right.
No. Do I still think you have an attraction? Yes. And do you want to use the Bible to say that it's the devil working on you?
You're attracted, but you're not going to act on it.
But you're not going to act on it because that's the devil. Okay, all right. You got it. You got it. Whatever you believe, okay? But when you start to come over here and tell me where I'm going and the life that I'm living is, when you get into that,
Right.
now you can suck my dick.
Well, yeah, because
now you can suck my dick.
Because where's the judgment? You passing judgment now? Like,
Yeah.
that's what we're doing?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. So that's when it's like, yeah, you stay over there with that and we don't need to talk no more.
Yeah.
But now I know a lot of people that go to church and they Bible down, God down, Jesus down, but they also are here for people who are different from them. And they don't pass judgment, and
Yeah.
they show love.
Yeah.
And they do what Jesus has taught people to do.
love all his children.
That part.
Love all his children.
So that I'm cool with, but if you want to go live your hetero lifestyle, you go live your hetero lifestyle, baby. Go do that. It's fine. If you
Right.
you say you
No judgment.
I ain't gays no more. Okay, cool. Do you, baby. But don't come over here. And I know, speaking of like identities, Renee Rapp, who we talked about at the AMAs, who is, I think she started out as bi, but now she's saying she's just she's a lesbian. And they were like, oh, now you want to be a lesbian, or now you, and she was like, shut the fuck up. Like, she got on her
Yeah.
live and was mad about it. And she was
Yeah.
like, fuck you, for the people that think, it comes from our own community sometimes. And it's like, if I want to change my mind, I can change my mind. And I feel like yes, she is correct. Yes. And a lot of times people are figuring it out.
Yeah. I think we don't make a lot of room for that, because
Right.
once you've come out of whatever and admitted and claimed your identity, we now are expecting you to just live there, and
Yeah.
that's what you got to say.
Yeah.
And it's not accurate for so many reasons, because just as people, we move, we change, we grow,
We evolve.
we evolve, we're fluid in so many different
We
ways,
get out
in
of
so many different
oppressive
aspects.
cities.
So
or
how come that's the thing that y'all won't let
Right.
somebody
Y'all won't let somebody
switch?
be fluid in.
Yeah.
And I like that this generation is saying, like, no, it's more of a fluid thing. And I'm here for that. Because this is my thing. I said this before. I'm a monogamous person. So if you're down for monogamy, if you're a woman,
Yeah.
because I know I like women, and you tell me that you're monogamous and you want to proceed in a monogamous relationship, then I don't care what you did I don't care what you were, what you identified
Yeah.
before. As long as you telling me it's me that you love and it's that's what you want.
Right.
Cool.
Right.
Cool. Then we can rock.
Yeah, we have a hard time letting people. Like, one of the things, though, that is interesting as you kind of like read through profiles, and I hope that you never have to, is you really do have to kind of not just decode the acronyms, but you really have to decode like what it is that they're saying, because I feel like there's a difference. Like, I feel like you can see the red flags even though it's on an app,
Like what? I
Like,
feel like you have an example in your head.
like looking for something casual, okay, fine. Open to friend. One thing that stands out to me is open to friendships. What is that?
Why are you on this app?
What are we
Get outta
doing?
here? Why can't you meet friends in real life? Meeting friends in real
It's giving
life.
though you're not really serious. Like, what are you here for?
No, dead ass. And I'm always weary of people meeting friends online. That lets me you can't meet friends. You can't meet friends out.
Right.
You got on a dating app to meet friends.
I mean, there's so many other friend kind of dating apps.
Yeah.
Friend apps.
There's
So like
there's
Meetup, all sorts
Instagram.
of things. There's that.
But on a dating app, you looking for a friend? Get out of here. Raya had that too. Like, just
Yeah.
looking for friendship. Why are you here?
Somebody to hang out with and go on trips. Get out of here. You know what else throws me off? When people are when I see like looking for my person. You know what that gives me?
What?
U-Haul behavior. Get out of here. Nope. Too serious. Too
I-
serious.
you
That
know,
line is
I
too
don't-
serious and too fast. Looking for my person. Nope. Nope. Nope.
As
No.
a person who says I want my next person to be my person,
Looking for a serious relationship. Looking for
But they're
something long term. Looking
they're
for my
putting it
person.
up- I think that's you being commitment phobic, because
Really? Because that's giving clingy. It's giving you fuck around and swipe right if you want. Fuck
bitch.
around and
I
swipe
think-
right if you
I
want.
think what they're saying is I'm here for a serious relationship.
Say it.
Because,
Say that then.
say that
Say
instead
that
of
then.
I'm looking for my person.
Yes,
You just don't
it
like the
gives-
phrase I'm looking for my person.
You don't think that sounds like when
I'm
you
a
hang up the
person who
phone and
says
go,
I want my next person to be my person. I do want my next person to be my
Okay,
person.
that's
Now,
fine.
is that beyond
Say
my
it out
control?
loud.
It actually is beyond my control. I don't know if my next person will be my person. But
you don't have a lot of time to figure out if you want to swipe right or left. So I just think that some of the words and some of the way they're strung together needs to not give red flag. Because for me, it's given, if I
clingy,
swipe, you are coming with
you come in with
first date cardboard box and all your memorabilia. No, thank you. It's immediately left. Immediately left.
I know somebody right now that is trying to look for a new living situation.
Ah!
And they on that.
They,
And they on the app.
they try to sign a lease.
Okay.
Anyway.
Ooh, child.
All right.
It's crazy out here. It's crazy in these streets.
It's crazy in these
pride
streets, y'all.
streets, baby.
But listen, it's pride time. It's
is.
time to get out. It's time to go find your people, find your person. But get out in the streets and do it. It's summer.
It's summer. It's Gemini
Because
season. It's outside
These apps,
season.
you'll get tired. It's tiring. I
bet.
have
Get off the
dating
apps.
app
Go outside.
fatigue.
Go
I'm about to
outside
get
for the
off.
whole month of June.
I'm about to join y'all. All right, you want to play a little game?
Is that what we're doing instead of questions?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You want to play a little game?
I guess.
All right.
What game are we playing?
You got to play decode the acronym, Shiloh. How
Decode
much
the
do
acronym.
you know? All right,
Nada.
ready?
I'm not good at acronyms, actually.
Well, let's try it.
Let's see.
What's an SWE?
Sexy, wet. I'm correct so far?
I like it. You are so
I'm
wrong.
correct?
You so wrong, but I like it.
Oh.
SWEs are studs with emotions.
What?
They cry and they communicate.
Studs with emotions.
SWE.
As in SWV, sisters with voices, but SWE.
Stud with emotions.
I'm a stud with emotion,
Yes.
baby. Because what? Oh my God. That is, I can't even process that right now. That is hilarious. I might put that in my bio.
Okay.
I'm not a stud though.
What's the STEM? STEM.
STEM is
You know what it is.
they're the in between, but I don't know what the actual acronym.
It's a stud fem mix.
Stud
fem mix.
Stud fem mix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
stud and fem together. That's right. It's not an actual acronym. Yeah. Okay.
What's a
This is funny.
what's a do you know what an SDD is?
SDD. Strap dick dildo.
Soft dom daddy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Soft dom daddy. Hey, SDD, baby. That's me. Soft dom daddy.
What's a gold star?
Call me a dom daddy. A gold star. Oh, you've never had sex with a man.
Perfect. What's a pillow princess?
They don't do nothing but lay there. They're no fun. I don't want it. Get it out of here. Now, in this moment right now, because it's almost been a year, would I take it? Sure.
You'll take it.
But I'm not a hoe. I'm not a hoe. I'm trying to not get into a hoe phase. That's what I'm trying not to do. Because, baby.
I love it. What's
I can't get beyond a year. I know that.
No, that's not gonna last that long.
No.
What's a touch me not?
They don't want you to touch them. And they're no fun either. I touch me nots are usually though mask or stud, so that's not something I'd ever
I'm
have
seeing
an
that a lot on
issue.
people's bios.
Touch me not?
Touch me not specifically. I'm seeing that a lot on bios. I've seen it like 4 times.
Really?
in the
I
last,
thought
like,
they were becoming
3
extinct
weeks.
touch me nots. They still out here. Okay.
Okay, and the last one. You know this one. What's a U-hauler?
Oh, baby. They bring in the boxes.
Okay,
they
they
boxes
moving
on
in
the second
emotionally
date,
and
baby.
literally, y'all.
They said, I
Stay
like
away.
you, first date, second date, honk, honk.
Stay away. All right, you passed.
That's funny.
You
as
kind of
fuck.
passed.
Kind of. I think I got a C. I think I got at least a 80.
You
in there,
did.
A 70%.
You did. All right, here's a test. Here's one test. You have to choose
Another
if this
test.
is it's the last
okay.
it's the last question of the quiz.
Okay.
You have to choose if this is cute
Uh-huh.
or chaotic. You either gonna swipe right if it's cute or swipe left if you see this sentence and think it's chaotic. So on my bio
Left
it says
is chaotic, right is cute. Okay.
on this person's bio it says looking for my person to spoil and build a life with. Also just got out of a 7-year relationship last month. Cute or chaotic?
Until you added that guy out of the relationship in 7 months ago. You said 7 months ago? Got
out of a 7-year relationship last month.
Last month. Oh, that's chaotic, baby.
Chaotic.
Once you added that. But
That's
prior
what I'm
to that,
saying.
You know what that sounded like? Stay at home stud. Do you know that that's a thing now? They're talking about they
That's what I want. That's what I want.
I said, baby, you want to stay at home stud?
Maybe.
I need to find somebody like you who want to stay at home stud,
Yes,
baby. So
stay
I can
home.
get rid of all these 50
Stay home.
jobs. And
Stay
I can
home.
just be at home writing, you know?
All right.
I keep the house clean though. I cook. I figure out how to cook. I can cook, but like I'll get even better.
I'm gonna start putting that, but that's what I'm looking for.
Look, I'm gonna say I want somebody who wants to stay at home stud. Like here you go.
I love it. That's the quiz.
I love that. That's fun.
Yeah.
That was. We need to do that. That might be a new segment. It's cute or chaotic.
Is it cute or chaotic, y'all?
We might add that.
We gotta hit you up though. Let us know how y'all feeling. Let us know how you're doing. Let us know how you spending Pride Month. Say hello to us. You guys know where we're at on IG, MVP Podcast. Hit us up. Send us a letter. We are loving all the letters and the notes that you guys are sending us.
Loving
We
it.
love the slides into the DM. Keep them coming, and keep in touch.
All right, y'all. It's time for Fuck, Marry, Friend Zone.
Ooh.
We are living single. Ooh,
In a 90s kind of world.
I'm glad I've got my girl.
Keep your head up.
Ooh, my voice cracking. It's tired. I can't even hit it.
Gotta keep your head up out
Okay,
here,
so
y'all.
we doing Living Single Edition minus Jada and Queen because we've already done them quite a few times. Well, not a few times, but we've mentioned them a lot. Okay, so we have Kim Coles or Sinclair.
Okay.
We have Erica Alexander or Maxine.
Okay.
And we have Kim Fields Regine.
Ooh. Okay. Kim Coles, Sinclair, I'm going to keep as a friend. I think she's funny. She's a little ditzy. But she's a friend. I'm gonna fuck Regine, and I'm gonna marry Maxine.
Great. Same.
Perfect.
Same.
Maxine
Same.
gives great energy.
Maxine is that I've met her in real life, Miss Erica Alexander, and she is dope. She is encouraging. She is super supportive. She is an activist out here. She talks that real shit. I really admire her.
Yeah.
She's for who she is and how she stood up for herself and what she represents for dark-skinned black women. And you know that they didn't even want her character. She was supposed to be like, that's why she was the neighbor next door instead of living in the house with them.
I love her. She's great.
She's great.
She's
But
great.
yeah. Cool.
Okay, good. That was a good one. Living single.
All right, y'all. Keep your heart soft, your vibes high, and stay in bloom.